A video encoding application running on an EC2 instance takes up about 20 seconds on average to process each raw footage file. The application picks the new job messages from an SQS queue. The development team needs to account for the use case when the video encoding process takes longer than usual, so that the same raw footage is not processed by multiple consumers. As an associate, which of the following solutions would you recommend to address the use case? Use wait time seconds action to short poll and extend messages visibility timeout. Use delay seconds action to delay a message's visibility timeout. Use change message visibility action to extend a message's visibility timeout. Use wait time seconds action to long poll and extend a message's visibility timeout. All right, use change message of visibility action to extend a message's visibility timeout. A multinational company runs its technology operations on AWS. As part of their stored solution, they use a large number of EBS volumes with AWS config and CloudTrail activated. A manager has tried to find the username that created an EBS volume by searching CloudTrail events log, but that wasn't successful. Which of the following would you recommend as the current solution? EBS CloudWatch metrics are disabled. CloudTrail events logs for managed volume aren't available for EBS volumes created during an EC2 launch. EBS volumes status checks are disabled. CloudTrail event logs for create volume aren't available for EBS volumes created during an EC2 launch. AWS CloudTrail event logs for create volume aren't available for EBS volumes created during an EC2 launch. Is claimed as part of that. The event associated with the creation is typically logged as part of the event rather than as a separate create volume event. Therefore, searching for create volume events may not yield the desired information for EBS volume. Okay. The development team at an IT company has configured an ALB with a Lambda function A as the target, but the Lambda function A is not able to process any request from the ALB. Upon investigation, the team finds that there is another Lambda function B in the AWS account that is exceeding the concurrency limits. How can the development team address this issue? Set up reserved concurrency for the Lambda function B so that it throttles if it goes above a certain concurrency limit. Use an API gateway instead of an ALB for Lambda function A. Set up provision concurrency for the Lambda function B so that if it throttles, if it goes above a certain concurrency limit. Use a CloudFront distribution instead of an ALB for Lambda function A. Set up reserved concurrency for the Lambda function so that it throttles if it goes above a certain concurrency level. Reserved currency, when you set up reserved for a Lambda, you specify the maximum number of concurrent executions that the function can have at any given time. Okay, got it. And here I have an example of when two Lambda functions are attached to an ELB. You are a DynamoDB developer for an aerospace company that requires you to write 6 objects per second of 4.5 kilobytes each. What capacity is needed? 15, 24, 30, 22, 30. So you have to round up 4.5 to 5, because you always round up with 500. And then you multiply it by, in this case, 6 objects. Okay, let's do one more. You are working for a technology startup building web and mobile applications. You would like to pull Docker images from the ECR repository called demos so you can start running local tests against the latest application version. Which of the following commands must you run to pull existing Docker images from ECR? Docker login, Docker pull, Docker build, Docker push. This and Docker pull. The get login command retrieves a token that is valid for a specified registry for 12 hours. Okay. All right, that's enough.